Welcome back to the Smart Garden YouTube channel, where we transform ordinary gardeners into masters of their green domain. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most powerful, yet often overlooked techniques that can revolutionize your garden's health and productivity: crop rotation. This ancient practice, dating back thousands of years, isn't just for large-scale farms. It's a game-changer for home gardens of any size. Whether you're tending to raised beds on a balcony or managing extensive garden plots, understanding and implementing thoughtful crop rotation will transform your gardening experience and results. Let's unlock this powerful knowledge together. Understanding the science behind crop rotation. At its core, crop rotation is working with nature's own intelligence. Each plant species interacts with soil in unique ways. Some are heavy feeders that deplete specific nutrients, while others actually replenish the soil. When we plant the same crops in the same location year after year, we create imbalances that lead to nutrient deficiencies, pest problems, and disease buildup. Think of your soil as a living bank account. Heavy feeders like tomatoes, corn, and cabbage make substantial withdrawals of nitrogen and other nutrients. Growing these crops repeatedly in the same spot eventually leads to a soil bankruptcy, depleted nutrients that result in stunted growth and disappointing harvests. Rotating crops allows your soil to recover and maintains a healthy balance in this living ecosystem beneath your feet. The science is compelling. Studies consistently show that proper crop rotation can increase yields by 10 to 25% compared to continuous cropping of the same plants. Beyond yield improvements, rotation disrupts pest and disease cycles that would otherwise build up in the soil. Many garden problems, from tomato blights to carrot rust flies, persist in soil from one season to the next. When you move susceptible crops to different areas, you break these destructive cycles naturally, reducing the need for interventions like pesticides or fungicides. The four main plant categories for rotation. To implement effective crop rotation, we need to understand the four main categories of plants based on their relationship with soil nutrients and structure. This classification system forms the foundation of our rotation strategy. The first category is heavy feeders, the garden's nutrient gluttons. These include most fruiting vegetables like tomatoes, peppers, eggplants, corn, and squash, as well as leafy greens like kale and cabbage. These plants demand significant amounts of nitrogen and other nutrients to produce their bountiful harvests. They form the starting point in our rotation cycle, placed in beds with the richest soil. Light feeders constitute our second category. These more modest plants include most root vegetables like carrots, turnips, and beets, as well as many herbs and flowers. They require less fertility than heavy feeders, and often follow them in the rotation sequence, making good use of the moderate nutrient levels remaining after the heavy feeders have had their fill. The third category contains our garden hero soil builders. These nitrogen-fixing superstars include all legumes, beans, peas, clover, and alfalfa. Through a remarkable symbiotic relationship with soil bacteria, these plants actually capture nitrogen from the air and convert it to forms that enrich your soil. They're essentially depositing nutrients back into your soil bank account, replenishing what previous crops have withdrawn. The final category encompasses soil cleaners, plants like members of the allium family, onions, garlic, leeks, and certain flowers that have natural antiseptic properties in their root systems. These plants help suppress soil-borne diseases and pests, effectively cleaning the soil for future plantings. Designing your rotation plan. The most effective rotation plans operate on a minimum 4-year cycle, meaning a specific crop type won't return to the same location for at least 4 years. This time frame allows for optimal soil recovery and interrupts most pest and disease cycles. Let's walk through a practical example of a 4-year rotation sequence. In year 1, start with heavy feeders in a bed with newly enriched soil, perhaps enhanced with compost or well-rotted manure. These hungry plants will thrive in the nutrient-rich environment and produce abundant harvests. In year 2, follow with light feeders in this same bed. They'll be satisfied with the moderate fertility left behind and won't demand additional amendments. Root vegetables particularly appreciate the loosened soil structure that remains after many heavy feeders. For year 3, plant soil builders in this location. The nitrogen they fix will begin rebuilding soil fertility naturally. Consider including cover crops like clover if the bed won't be used for food production during part of the growing season. Complete the cycle in year 4 with soil cleaners. These plants will help sanitize the soil of potential pathogens while requiring minimal nutrients. After this 4th year, the bed is ready to receive heavy feeders again, starting the cycle anew. Remember that each garden bed follows its own rotation timeline. While one bed hosts heavy feeders, another contains soil builders, ensuring you can grow a diverse range of crops each season while maintaining healthy soil throughout your garden. Creating a visual garden map for rotation success. Successful crop rotation requires good record keeping. Create a simple map of your garden beds and note what was planted where each season. This visual record becomes invaluable for planning future plantings and maintaining your rotation schedule. I recommend using a garden journal or digital planning tool where you can sketch your garden layout and record planting dates and varieties. Color coding can be particularly helpful, perhaps green for heavy feeders, yellow for light feeders, blue for soil builders, and red for soil cleaners. This visual system makes it easy to see at a glance where each plant category should go in the coming season. For those who prefer digital methods, numerous garden planning apps offer rotation tracking features. These tools can send reminders and suggestions based on your previous plantings, taking some of the mental workload off your shoulders. Whether analog or digital, consistent documentation transforms crop rotation from a confusing concept to a straightforward practice. Today is the perfect time to begin implementing crop rotation in your garden. Start by documenting what's currently growing where, then draft a basic plan for next season's plantings based on the principles we've discussed. Remember that gardening is as much art as science. Observe your results, learn from each season, and adjust your approach accordingly. Your garden will communicate what's working through healthier plants, fewer pest problems, and increasingly bountiful harvests. If you found value in today's exploration of crop rotation, please subscribe to the Smart Garden YouTube channel for more in-depth gardening guidance. Share this video with fellow gardeners who might benefit from these sustainable practices. Together, we're creating not just better gardens but a more sustainable relationship with the earth beneath our feet. Until next time, happy gardening.